dark side made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real.
There you are.
The power of real niggas get out here, rant. This is the number one podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. They're stealing your data right now. I would not trust them. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest working in the world. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon vibes. And I bring nothing but vibes. It's an amazing day, y'all. I know I always say that because it's like every week's an amazing day. But what can I say? My life is dope and I do dope shit. And so that equates to amazing fucking days. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'll say whatever it takes to make you feel better about yourselves. It's been a very interesting week. I shall say that. I didn't have to go to work for an entire week. So, that already is an amazing deal right there. So, shout out to no work for a week. There was no point in me doing that. I didn't like the height that I was in. Didn't like the height that I went. I think I like this. Anyways, amazing week. Can't really complain. Went in and out the country a lot. Back and forth to Canada. Kind of just bing, 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 bing. So, finally back from Tennessee. Last week was the week I had scheduled for my bike to go get fixed. Taking it to Canada to get fixed because, they're the closer of all the places near me. It was definitely a sight to see. So, me and my friend, we driving up to Canada, right? We get to the border, like, all right, you're in Buffalo, you cross, and then not really cross, but like before you actually do cross, yes. So it's that spot where you get to that checkpoint where it's like you're about to go to the booth where they ask for your passport and all that. Well, they have the checkpoint. I have a pre-checkpoint down. I don't know what you would call it, but it's like 3 people standing there stopping every car. So they get to us. First thing the good guy says is like, all right, fellas, where's the drugs? Where's the guns? Oh, yeah, where's the drugs? Where's the guns? Like, damn, bro. We ain't got no drugs. We ain't got no guns. So then he goes, where's the weed? It's legal. We just got to know about it. Don't nobody got no weed. And it's crazy as you cannot bring weed across the border at all. Like you can smoke the shit in New York, you can smoke the shit in Canada, but you cannot bring the shit across, either in taking or leaving. Don't matter what you got. So that was a crazy setup question. So mind you, my bike is on the back of the car on the hitch. So then he goes, does this have a VIN? I go, yeah, it's got a VIN. So then he goes, where'd you steal it from? Pain, bro. Ain't nobody steal shit. So, all right, we sitting in the car. He then goes, what the fuck did he ask me? He asked me some dumb shit. Because he asked us drugs and guns. Then he asked us what the bike stolen. Then he goes, oh, what do you guys do for work? Y'all look like thugs. That's pain, bro. Like, what gave the thug impression here? Like, my man's is in a sweatsuit, and I'm in jeans and a hoodie. Like, well, what about this attire thugness? I'm confused. So we tell him, and he's surprised. He's like, damn, y'all do that for work? Yes. Any more questions? So then the nigga goes, y'all went to the Chris Brown concert? Bruh. First you call us thugs, gangsters. Now you calling us mooks. What's up with you? So I was like, bruh, 2 niggas ain't going to Chris Brown. He's like, yes. He's like, me and my mans, what? As I said, 2 niggas ain't going to Chris Brown. You know what's crazy is Shorty tried to defend that and was like, well, that's a place where you could get girls. There's better ways to get women. I'm not going with my mans to a concert where it's just nothing but serenaded music being played. Like, I'm not trying to chill with the serenade going on. Like, no, the vibes is just not that. And I'm not one of them super everything is gay motherfuckers. Trust me, those people really piss me off. Like, you can't say nothing without somebody, pause, that was gay, haha. Yeah, no. But there's certain lines that you just don't cross or go near because implications or, just because you just don't do it. Save some shit for the hoes. Chris Brown is for the hoes. You know what I mean? You may like the music. I ain't saying I don't like the nigga music. I have his music in my playlist. But I'm not going to do is spin the shit when I'm with a bunch of dudes. And I'm damn sure not going to a concert with a bunch of dudes to no goddamn Chris Breezy. So it's like, yo, I took more offense to the Chris Brown concert than the Thugnificent shit. It's like, all right, whatever. You fucking Canadians just watch American TV and think, oh, black people's gangsters. All right, whatever. But I draw the line at these, accusations is crazy. And the same girl's like, how'd you get gay out of that? The fact that you didn't pick up gay out of that is crazy. Because, like, how we go from drugs, guns, stealing to, oh, y'all was at the Chris Brown concert? How did we get here? Nah, that was your low way of throwing some more jabs. And it was like, all right, bro. Ain't nobody did or got none of the shit you talking about. And I damn sure ain't going my mans to Chris Brown. Like, change the artist and let's make it like Usher or something. Don't it sound weird now? It's like, what the fuck you two doing over there? Exactly. It's crazy. Not going with my mans to where the hoes being serenade. Just not where the serenade is, period. We don't need to go to an R&B concert together. Now, me and my man is going to Could Have Been Fest. That's different. That's a comedy tour. That's a little hip hop. It's a little whatever. Yeah, it's a mixed bag of shit. Not just the serenade glazed on. Like, no. Everything about that was a no for me. Like, no, we're not going for the serenade. That shit is wild. But anyways, we cross. We get to our destination. We get to the bike shop. And not gonna lie, they was funny. The Canadians over there is kind of funny. They asking all these dumbass American questions. And I remember he asked me about the bike. I told him, like, after you ride for a while, it don't work. And he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I don't know. You go like a mile or two, and it just stops working. So then he's like, a mile or two. What's that in kilometers? I fucking know. And then I was really thrown off because, like, they don't use freedom units. So the price that you see on the sticker is not the actual price. And then everything is in kilometers, and I'm like, God damn. 110 miles per hour, that's kind of fast, don't you think? No, it's 70 miles per hour. It's 110 kilometers. But anyways, I remember the dude asked us, he's like, yo, do people in America like Trump as much as they say he do? I mean, It's a big population. I don't know if it's the whole entire population, but it's a big one. I'd say about 45% like this man, give or take. Who knows? So then I know my man, he asked him the dumbass question of did they like their, not the prime minister, but what's that guy called? Their leader boss. That guy's a fucking idiot. You gotta pay attention to the world leaders, especially when they start talking, because they say straight up fuckery. Okay? Do y'all remember when it was COVID and the whatever the Canadian president, prime minister, boss, whatever the fuck he is, didn't believe that COVID was real, so he went to the hospitals and was shaking hands with all the people in the hospital that was in the COVID wing. And then when he got sick and almost died, he was like, what happened? Yeah, that's their idiot. I mean, yes, we have an idiot, but I think your idiot's just a little bit higher than our idiot. If I'm not mistaken, though, because I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, I want to say Trump did the same dumb shit, too. I don't think he went to the hospital and was shaking people's hands, but I think when he was campaigning in 2020, he was walking around unmasked, touching all them people. I think... I know he did something along those lines of some dumb shit like that, and people wonder why they got sick. I'm not usually wrong. I know this to be true. But yeah, those were the most wild transactions that happened there. I remember the guy tried to upcharge me and was like, it's just $40 American for you guys. It's nothing. No. We're not here for the upsell here, bud. We're here for free shit. Fix this goddamn bike. I would never like to shit talk a company and destroy a brand, but holy smokes, dealing with them have been very rough. Like, I didn't have a good experience with them. Everything with dealing with customer service to the people that they put me on with was hell. Getting, emailing them one email at a time, it's like, bro, you people really don't know how to do. You guys don't have a very good product. How did it win, so many awards? The thing is fucking broke. And then when, obviously people have told you that this is broke, it's kind of just like, no, it's not. You don't know what you're doing. It's not broke. It's like, gosh. And the crazy thing is, it's a global brand. It's new. NIU. They make scooters. They make all kinds of shit. But it's like, talking and dealing with them was hell. They did not want to fix shit. They did not want to replace shit. They didn't want to do nothing. It was more of a, it's your fault. And then even taking it to the people and then having them look at it and then still with them well, is it really our fault? And then the kicker is now I'm fighting with these people to pay the bike shop that they told me to go to. The bike shop wants to be paid for their labor because it's a third party. Okay, build a company, there was electrical issues on an electrical bike. I fail to see where that was customer issue, but okay. Now these people don't want to pay them people that they told me to go to. Well, I ain't fucking paying them, so who pays them? But they gonna send me a bill? Because they ain't fucking getting it. No, you gotta go after the company. Dealing with them has been very fucking stressful. I think the only person that hasn't been a headache is Reed, the person who I was emailing, but like I said, I only get one email a day, so I don't blame that on him. I probably blame that on the time zone difference, because maybe during the times that I was probably asleep, they were awake and operational, so maybe that's probably his only one at a time. Who knows? Let's get into the real meat and potatoes here. What's going on in the world? You guys have noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Cracker Barrel rebranded. They changed the logo. They're trying to sweep the Southern racism out. No one's happy about this anyway, by the way. Why is it that companies change their logo in the recent years and they're like, you know what, guys? Maybe this is a little too racist now. Or maybe this is, a little too close to sensitive topics. Aunt Jemima, they took her off the bottle. Now they're the whatever mill company. And I don't know if you've had it. The syrup isn't fucking good. Quite honestly, if you've ever had like real maple tree syrup, like actual like tree to bottle, that shit's amazing. And it makes you not want anything less than that. I've actually had some like home wild like bottled syrup. The shit is really good. But they changed Aunt Jemima. It's been that my whole life. And then all of a sudden they were just like, yeah, nah, it's whatever the fuck mill. Then the Cracker Barrel. They delete the cracker and the barrel. And then they change it to this super bland logo. They're changing the way the inside looks up. No, what happened to the super racist Southern rocking chairs that sit out front? And that's the staple of Cracker Barrel. The food isn't good, but you go for the experience. To some people, that probably is good food. But no, I want to taste the Confederacy in those biscuits. I want to hear the boy in the kitchen. Like, this is what we go for. We go for the cracker and the barrel. And then you take it away for this corporate bullshit. What the hell? Leave it alone. Why are you changing the logo? Change the inside. Change the menu. Don't change the goddamn logo. It's called Cracker Barrel. Most companies that have changed their logos usually rebrand them to something real stupid. Have you seen like HBO Max? They changed theirs like 8 times. HBO Max to HBO to Max. Back to HBO Max. What the fuck's going on? And every time they do it, it changes and it just looks dumb and dumber and dumber. Then Pepsi changed their logo. Doritos changed it. What are you changing shit for? If it works, it works. Leave it the fuck alone. I think there's certain things that it's rooted this way, and there's truly nothing you can probably do to get more or less customers. People either like this thing because it works or they don't. And it's really hard to sway people back. I guess you could say that with all businesses, but there's certain things like no matter what you do, people either like you or they don't. You're going to have your base business or or people just never wanted to go there to begin with. It's like Walmart. You can rebrand all you want. You're not going to sway those, million people that were thinking about it. No, they weren't thinking about it then. They ain't thinking about it now. The Target loyalists aren't all of a sudden going to Walmart because the logo changed. It ain't happening. Although, I guess you could say with the... no, because even with Target and other companies, Starbucks, shit like that, with their anti-Semitic stuff, and they're like, we don't do that here. People were still like, I'm mad, but I'm going to come here. We're not happy about it, though. So I guess no matter what you do, people will like you or they don't fucking like you. It is what it is. But no, Cracker Barrel rebranding, changing shit, remixing shit for what? Leave it alone. It worked. That's what we liked. I don't like this new stuff. Put it back. I get why a lot of the younger generation, I wouldn't say the younger generation, I would just say the men that are just a little bit behind me. I get why they are very susceptible to the shit that's out in the world. There's a lot of like just sex propaganda everywhere. And like it's not even hidden. You ever notice like late 2000s, early 2000s? Yeah, it was there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that they didn't have sexy shit all over the place. But it was like taboo, you know? It was like, no, we can't blatantly, put naked girls on TV. It's kind of hidden. They didn't have ads for it. You kind of just stumbled upon, whatever. You were looking for a magazine, and then there's a cute girl. Or maybe you already have the subscriptions and whatever. There's a model somewhere in there. Happens. Maybe, you were shopping DVDs and, 2 regular DVDs, 1 porno in there for free, Shit like that. But now, no. It is right there, bold in your face. What the fuck are you going to do about it? And I can get why, the level of, gooning exists. You look at one thing online, or you interact with one post, and then the algorithm pushes the agenda. You like one cute pic, and then it's like, oh, you dirty dog. We know what you like. And then it's kind of hell to like dig yourself out of that, because then you got to be like, no. It was cute. I didn't mean to give me more. Trust me. I've been a victim of it. You see a cute picture, you like it, and then next thing you know, the algorithm's like, we got you. Whoa, hold on. I don't think we were supposed to have access to this many bad bitches. Online, offline, I just don't think we were supposed to, but it happened. And like, if you truly think about it, I really think like Zuckerberg and Elon truly target the younger, lonely men and just push the fuck out of this porn. That's what it is, smut. Because you're going to click on their pages. You're going to go on their links. I'm pretty sure that these people get paid from that, either advertisements or whatever the case may be. Win-win for them. Sex will always sell. So the fact that it's just constantly always there, and then you got Elon tweeting hentai porn all night and day. It's like, what's this agenda here, bro? You got Zuckerberg truly promoting all this OnlyFans nonsense. If you don't need to be a man. Create an Instagram account. Say you're a male, and the very first thing that pops up is OnlyFans models. It's what will pop up immediately. And if you think that that's not a targeted fucking thing, you're out your mind. And then you have the owner of Twitter going crazy, just, here's hentai porn. And then with his AI app, Gronk, for $30, you can have an AI companion that will whisper sweet nothings to you and will get very explicit with you. It's definitely an agenda here. It's like these people constantly push that we're protect the kids. But how? Demanding to see people's IDs if they want to create an account. Is that really protecting the kids? There's always a way around some shit. And then if you are promoting the destruction, I'm lost. And what's crazy is when not Trump. I don't want to deal with that guy right now. When Elon was with Trump in the office doing whatever the fuck he wanted, it was America's, population is declining. We need to make more babies. What the fuck did he say? There should be like 3 babies every household or some dumb shit like that. Okay. Then, when you get excommunicated from the White House, you call the president a pedophile, you immediately switch lanes and just start pumping hentai anime porn. What direction are you going? Because if you're promoting self-love, how the hell do they have time for 3 families then? You just want them to jerk off and make babies? Like, what? It's like, oh, watch this while making a baby? Like, what are we doing here? Where is the direction that you got us going? I'm lost. I'm very lost. I thought Trump said he was going to take Elon out the paint. What happened? What happened? How haven't these two ended each other yet? They're both pissing me off. I can't be super mad at the president. I mean, he has said shit recently, and I usually expose his dumb shit, but he hasn't said anything different than usual the last week. I know he said he wants to take over Chicago, and he said that in a week, if he can get his Gestapos in there, the crime will go down. He's going to get rid of King Von's mural and all this other shit. That's nothing new than what he's been saying. If he was saying something different, then whatever. But we already touched the fact that he wants to put, armed military guards in the middle of the street. And then you guys defended that bullshit in my comment section. So I didn't even read it. You know what's crazy is there's 97 messages in the last 3 days of you guys just like, but armed guards in the city really isn't that bad. Okay. Until you get questioned. Tried to tell you that one guy who thought he was part of the white guys, they showed him real fast, you are not white. Your ass is going to alligator Alcatraz, motherfucker. Some of you people should definitely do the 23andMe. Figure out, did granny step on the jeans? Did granddad keep it in the family? Because you are not 100.0% white. Locked up, nigga. I don't even know why gingers even count themselves. You guys definitely are not white. It's not at all in you. You people shouldn't even be the fucking ones. You should be against this whole fucking thing. Anyways, I truly believe that as a society, we aren't far away from like incubator robots, like sex robots or something. Like some real cyberpunk type shit. Like, you know what? Can't get a girlfriend? $30K. You can just build your dream one. And then you have this cyborg robot. It probably will not be. $30K seems kind of cheap for a robot. Oh, well, we're going with it. You got sex on demand robot. I think that's the direction we're going here. And then if it's your favorite, actress or actor, whatever, male or female, you probably can get one in their likeness. Maybe the hub will like make these things and sell them, and then you can get like a pinky sex robot, and then it's yours. Maybe it's a subscription to keep the face, and if you don't pay it, then it changes. Maybe it's just a digital skin. Oh, digital skin. That's an idea for the engineers. Digital skin sex robots? Don't listen. That's the direction we're headed, okay? But I think that's where we're going right now. I think that's the way America's just like, you know what? Let's find a way to push this. I see the problem with the robots is from a nerd standpoint is how do you power the fucking thing? Because, like, power isn't cheap. And then where's it coming from? And how long will it last? Because, like, before it goes back on a charger. And then, like, is there restrictions? How do you buy one? What's the age? We're thinking about the wrong things. But there'll definitely be a thing. They already have, like, parts and pieces and robot arms and all this other weird shit people be into. So how far off are we from, like, just get the sex robot? Maybe make a robot baby? Like a cyborg kind of thing, or maybe like you can get an egg installed and then you just have so much sex with it that it fertilizes it, incubates it, and then who knows? I think that would be a horrible idea. I think that would be a very bad idea. Oh my God, that would be so bad. But it might exist. Who knows? The porn thing is very interesting because Ryan Walter, he is the superintendent over there in Oklahoma. One of them fucking, whatever. He's in charge of shit over there. It's crazy that he was watching porn while at a meeting. Just like, you know what? I'm gonna watch a little porn. Like, watching it just like TV is wild. Watching it just like it's TV in public while at work is even wilder. There's people out there that probably have done it. I find it, comical because, like, whatever. You're watching this shit at work. But Oklahoma is saying that teachers who come from New York and California need to take the America's First test. It is a test to make sure that they aren't going to push a propaganda. It's a test to make sure that they know that boys are boys and girls are girls, and that's what the line is. There's no blurred, there's no multiple fucking genders, there's none of that shit. They're like, all those woke states, don't bring that shit here. What makes it even more ironic is the fact that the test that he's making them take was created by Purdue University, the same people who made that Christopher Columbus video saying that slavery isn't that bad, it's better than death. Oklahoma is the same state that last year had to give out emergency teachers degrees because they don't have enough fucking teachers. But for some godforsaken reason, people in New York or California want to come teach the kids. They're like, no. We'll just keep giving the homeless fucking people here GED, teacher certificates. But you guys, fuck no, don't bring that shit here. You would rather them take a test from right extremist. What are we doing here? These are religious Nazis. But we gotta protect the kids, right? From what? It sounds like either way it goes, this is a bad idea. A very bad idea. Who am I? I'm not a teacher, though, but I taking a test from a company that made a children's cartoon saying that slavery wasn't bad, I don't think is the best idea. And I don't think the man who was caught watching porn in a meeting should be demanding anything. I don't know how he hasn't lost his fucking job. He did this shit recently. This isn't even... You can go watch Fox News because they reported the fucking thing. I shit you not. Look it up. It happened last week. But all right, y'all, we got to get out of here. The camera's not happy. It wants to die, and we can't let it die. Shout out to those boys and girls over on Patreon. You guys are awesome. You keep it moving. You keep the ball rolling. I don't know what I would do without you. Tune in next week, y'all. We're going to have more content, better content, even greater content. As the world keeps spinning and burning, as the robot porn stars are in production, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk all about it. And next week, I know your president's going to do something stupid, and we're going to talk about that too.